Hello, it is July 10th, 2008. Me and my wife Jennifer, we went together to the courthouse today to see what was going to happen with anonymous lady Blue Hair and John Smith with assault case when the Scientologist girl in May assaulted Blue Hair, grabbed her by the esophagus, and one of the anonymous got the whole thing on videotape, and it was a district attorney. Anyways, Blue Hair's charges have been dropped. John Smith charges have been dropped. Those two actually didn't have to appear today, so they didn't show up. John Smith had issue with one of his vehicles yesterday, but me and my wife and a reporter showed up, plus another guy from another website, zenu.net, and he's one of the guys that actually is an attorney who actually appeared and showed up just in case if there was a problem with Blue Hair or John Smith to represent them and help them out, which is pretty cool. Anyways, so I saw the guy today that actually passes out all the flowers, the guy that I normally get to deal with. He's kind of Asian guy and he has something wrong with his foot, but the guy who limps all funny and stuff. So he was there today, and when I was talking to a reporter, one of the reporter ladies, she told me that she actually has seen him since last year, sometime in September, almost every day in this room 101 where you go if there's a ticket and you can sit down. There's all the little books that show, public information of things that are going on. When I got there and we all got there, he was we were there before him. He came in around 8:05. He went directly in that room. I went up to him and said, "Do you remember me?" He said, "No." And I said, "Oh well, you got a bad fucking memory," and started laughing at him. But he was sitting there and real busy with his little books, writing a bunch of stuff down. And then the little psycho Scientologist girl we saw come in, and she was all looked like she was on something. She was all bugged out and all angry and mad. It was pretty hilarious. And she was trying to figure out what to do because the whole court thing was really confusing. She went in there, she talked to somebody, she was really upset looking, she looked really worried. She left, she came back, not actually past the part where there's those detectors to make sure you're not bringing any weapons, but just inside, talked to one of the officers and asked the questions. And she had a bunch of McDonald's and stuff in her hand. It was gross, and she was all getting ready to eat and stuff. And we basically waited until around 10 o'clock or so, and me and my wife got there at 7 o'clock in the morning, and the place actually didn't let you go inside until 8 o'clock, so we were there for about 3 hours. And she never came back in. We were not exactly sure what happened with the whole thing because the room number 475 didn't exist as a room that we were all told to go to days before, because that was a room we were told to go to. And that room actually, when we went there, 475, that room was not an actual room for hearings and stuff like that. So we're not exactly sure what happened. We never actually tracked down the actual real number because it was all confusing and stuff. So we will see what happens. Supposedly the district attorney, according to John Smith and Blue Hair, actually has taken forward to actually go and do the whole thing with the assault on the crazy Scientologist girl, and that lady is going to be prosecuted or whatever the DA is going to do. So hopefully everything went well today for Blue Hair and John Smith with the district attorney when it comes to putting the other girl away, and hopefully nothing negative happened with the whole thing. But John Smith and Blue Hair, of course, they're fine. They have no charges. We'll have to see what happens with this other girl. I haven't heard any updates yet, and I'm waiting for an update from John Smith or Blue Hair, which they have to actually call up the DA to find out more information of what actually happened today. So anyways, I'll see everybody on Saturday, which will be the 12th of July. I will actually be there around 11 o'clock. I'll probably be there till 5 o'clock, depending on what happens. Maybe a little earlier we'll leave, maybe a little later, but make sure you come down, everyone, and we'll have a good time. I already talked to the sergeant. I told him that we were coming to do the protest thing. He's perfectly fine with the whole thing. He likes Anonymous, he likes me. He said there's no problems. Sergeant John Cooler is a nice guy, and that's the guy who's in charge of the whole thing. He's the boss of that area. But everything's cool. He's going to have police officers for Anonymous and for the critics, or whoever's not for Scientology, just to make sure to make it harder. If a Scientologist starts a problem or tries to assault someone, at least the cops will already be there and they're already aware of the whole situation of how Scientology is. So that's a good thing because they actually are on our side, and that's cool. But everybody, I did make a PayPal account. I got like 5 people emailed me today trying to help me set it up. I already set it up. I'm trying to figure out how to put this whole link thing on the actual internet. I'm just going to follow the steps that the people told me how to do it. But I do have a PayPal account, and my actual PayPal account is obviously one of my emails, so I have it written down, and I'll tell you what it is, just in case if you cannot hear my voice very clear. Anyways, there it is. It's TOMHUMMVW27@comcast.net. And all you gotta do is go on PayPal and then type that in and do the donation thing. If anybody can donate anything, $5, $10, whatever it is, that would be awesome. Washington, you guys really helped a lot with the donation. Thanks so much for everything you've done. You made it possible to go down there. Another guy, ex-scientologist, really helped me out, donated some money, and a couple other people, really cool people that donated, that made it really possible for me to go to Washington and all that stuff. So thank you for everybody that helped out and chipped in. Anybody that can chip in anything that you can, $5, $10, anything you can do is appreciated. Hopefully I'll see a lot of people in Washington from San Francisco and from all around the world, and we'll have a nice big huge picket and have a lot of fun. Hi Tori, I hope you're doing good, and Bunker, I'll see you in about a week or so, and everybody else, I will see you in a couple days. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. And actually it's nighttime, but it's fucking too warm down here for me. I'm not used to the heat and everything. I'll see you guys real soon. Have a good night. See you later.